Hello guys, it's Fearless, back with another tournament game. This time, Senna and Generalen take on Blazing and Metro. It's going to be a clash between two super teams, trying to outsmart each other and win the information war since the first minutes of the game. Even without Egyptians, players were able to create a lot of early pressure and decide the outcome of the game. Who came on top? You'll have to watch and see. This match didn't last very long, but a lot has happened, so pay attention as Exchange and I try to explain what's going on the map. Enjoy. Alright, hello everyone, and today I'm here with Exchange. Hello.
Hi.
We are about to start our game, the losers bracket final. So should be very exciting. The teams in Power BI score said that it's dead even. Both teams around 7 and 7.10 score. It looks like Generalen has some connection issues.
I mean, it's Polish internet. As long as he's connecting, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be fine. Alrighty, if you could introduce like what's happening on the map, I need a few minutes to put the teams on this stream.
Sure. We have a mirrored map. It's mirrored on the short axis. Thank God we're having like cross positions, so no team sides. So we most likely won't have a 3-hour game. The Asians spawn pretty close to each other with not too much mountain nearby, so they have to tower south really heavily. The Asians have to have a really decent spot, lots of forest, and when they tower to the south, they also have a lot of forest and flat land, so they're gonna have a great start. The Romans have a lot of, don't know what to call it, scorched earth, but it doesn't matter too much for Romans. Yeah, everyone should have a really quick start, and yeah, we're gonna see. I maybe hope for some Asian rushes, because other than that it gets really boring when most of the teams have to stack gold first then. But yeah, most likely sooner or later we will see an attack on any of the Asians because they will have two borders, one on the north, one on the south, and yeah, that's easily attackable.
Who would you say is the favorite in this game? Which team?
I honestly think it's Metro Woman and Blazing Star. I don't think Senna is the greatest Asian, and I think he kinda hoped Blazing Star would pick the Egyptians. And maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, when maybe even longer ago, when General actively played the game, he was the best, well, one of the best Romans. But honestly, Metro Boom is really strong, so I don't see any advantage there for General. So yeah, overall, Metro Boom and Blazing Star should be the stronger team, but that doesn't make like it doesn't give them anything because we saw it against
Amashlev in Evolution? Yeah.
Jesus Christ, they should have never lost that game. Not even close.
Amashlev in Evolution did beat a lot of good teams.
I have no idea how they are still in the tournament.
What surprised me in this, like the banning phase in this game, that Senna banned Amazons. I thought he's very confident with that race.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember seeing Blazing play too well. So I'm curious why he decided to ban Amazons.
Well, you're right that Senna is a really good Amazon. I'm not sure if you've actually played with Blazing Star when he was Amazon. He's actually a really good Amazon too.
Oh, so maybe Senna knows something I don't.
Yeah, I think he does. Because I know that Blazing is for sure a very good Amazon.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe they wanted to avoid the Amazons because they're like really weak in early phases, and if you're in individual 1 versus 1 against Romans or Egyptians, and the others decide to play push, you're like dead in most cases.
Well, yeah, but that was a game in the tournament where the Amazon killed the Egyptian, you know.
Yeah, I remember the game. It was actually Sanahoy against Yukas and Zuma, which I'm still really mad about. I think Yukas and Zuma played terrible in their 2 losses, like super terrible, doing rookie mistakes and playing really bad. But the 2 times they played against me and Steckenfeld, They actually showed up.
They played very well, yeah. They were my favorites in the tournament, to be honest, Zuma and them.
I'm not sure. Like, actually, I think Metro Boomin and Blazing Star are the favorites.
Yeah, they're
For me, at
definitely
least.
one of the top 3.
Yeah.
Let's see how they perform this game.
Like, but I don't know how those Settler 4 players can reach the upper bracket final. It's amazing.
Beginner's luck, probably. Maybe
I'm
they
not
just,
sure. Like,
just don't care.
they just pushed, right? So if you prepare against the push, like, they have nothing to back it up. But they took the opportunities. Like, the Egyptian in their match found a really early gem mine, a really good one. Like, found awesome mines, had the spot for two pyramids, and just went for the push. It was really good.
Maybe the stronger teams just don't appreciate how strong the push can be. And I mean, anyone can do a strong push in Settlers 3, you don't really need that much practice for it. And they just get caught off guard, I think.
Yeah, while it doesn't count for Egyptians, I think a lot of the times the Settlers 3 players are caught by surprise by the high combat power people have. Because in Settlers 3, like, most of the time it's 5v5, 6 versus 6 or even higher. And the combat power is really low.
Yeah.
But when you only have 4 players, the combat power is like much higher by default. So everyone can attack just early and the pushes are even better.
Yeah, that's true. We were at the beginning of the tournament. We established that you don't need that much gold in order to get, like, jumped up another level, to get another 1 damage point to your swordman and whatnot. And people now, they thought that they figured it out, but they still underappreciate how strong it is and how difficult it is to defend against that. Okay, let's take a look at the game we have on our hand right now. Looks like Blazing won the Towering War. He took a sizable portion of the middle, but shouldn't be too bad for Senna. There's still a pocket in the mountain that he can claim. It looks like both Asians are developing outside towards the Roman guys to establish the border. Looks like they're building the tower more or less the same place.
The thing is, if both Romans tower into the middle, the Asians have pretty limited mountain. While it's a race that is fine with a lot of coal mines for a big portion of the game, if it goes to the late game, they still need some mountain. And we also have to see, like, coal mines are only really good if you have like 2 rice farms and can regularly do the stone to iron thing. But also building 2 early rice farms makes you really vulnerable to attacks.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious also about Senna's build. I consider him a quite greedy player, and I think in the game against Matty and Ethan, where they were getting rushed, he played 2 rice farms actually. They managed to defend nonetheless, but still I think it was risky. I don't think he will go for that build in this one, unless maybe he sees that Blazing is also greedy himself. There's plenty of swamp too, so if they see the opportunity to go greedier, then they will definitely invest in those rice farms. Yeah, I'm also curious, maybe the mountain isn't too bad for them, because for the Romans, in order to cut it off, they would have to invest quite a bit of resources and, you know, pioneers to get to the middle, so maybe they won't fight for that at the beginning. Take a look at the Asians build for now. Nothing too crazy, looks like more or less mirrored. Except Blazing going for the 3 small houses and Senna going for only 2 and shoveling the rice farm already. And now generalen, 2 small houses and quick winery. And going for the 3rd one as well.
The both Romans finished their first winery, mostly at the same time. While Metro Boomin also has, like, more stonecutters up, so for the start I think Metro Boomin is a lot faster than generalen. Also taking much more space already.
Yeah, the one of the foresters for Metro is quite odd. It's quite far away from the woodcutters. It shouldn't be too bad. It's just weird.
I mean, maybe he places another and plays one of the two weird ones as a roaming woodcutter too.
I think Metro going for 4 wineries, 5 even. I'm curious, maybe he's doing his sword, level 3 sword push. I don't know if you played against that. He had a phase. He had a okay. He had a phase, but he always go for that.
I think it's a really risky build. I never thought a sword push could work, but if you just have more than the enemy because he played greedy, it's actually really strong.
Yeah, and can synergize with Asians too, right? Maybe Blazy can call the swords to the other side of the Zena's land. He can throw the samurai sword on it. Maybe it will pay off.
Yeah, but up at the moment he has like level 3, and not sure if it's like going in with level 3 instantly, because you need to wait some time for the second convert. But he's going against some Asians, so if he has a priest there and is just calling stuff, and he gets defended, he's just stuck with level 3 swords, which isn't good in the long run.
Yeah, that's true. It's a sort of an all-in. But if he plays for the 5 wineries, then he will have another level 3 quite soon.
But I mean, with Asians you have a lot of possibilities. So one possible play, while also high mana intensity, the Asians could just call the Metro Roman swords or a priest and just go at the Roman. And I doubt that Senna will have a priest at generalen.
Oh yeah,
so
that too.
They can focus and take the Roman on the south side, and the Asia is just stuck in the middle.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about this. That's a great idea actually.
I'm not really a big fan of those plays, because that's, like you said, that's even more all-in when you're wasting mana on calling units, and then attacking on the other side of the map, because the Roman, when the push is not working, he's just naked. He has no soldiers, he's stuck with level 3 swords. They achieve nothing, and even if they get just one tower, it's in the possession of the Roman, and the Asia can gain the resources that they get from 1 or 2 towers maybe.
Yeah, I'm also curious how the teams are approaching the game, how they think, because they probably realize they're like even in terms of, more or less even in terms of skill. So, will they risk one of them, or will they play safe? I think I would play safe in this case, but
I think both teams are already. I've been playing a lot of randoms, even with those people. And I think like Asians hammering an iron smelter in the 12th minute of the game, it's like going the super safe way.
Yeah,
and while
no
Senna is going for the early smelter and smith, we see Blazing Star going for the second rice farm. He's not building it yet, but he seems to be planning to go for it. Also, they fairly quickly realize they don't really need to take the north, because it's not contested at all. It's just some flat land and not really good for fishes, and yeah, it's just whatever land. No one's needing it.
Yeah, and I feel like Zena lost another tower battle against Metro this time. He lost a big chunk that looks like Blazing will secure. That's
Yeah,
quite inconvenient for him. He has to go quite far. There's a great iron right there in the border. Looks like Zena hasn't picked the weapons just yet. He's on default setting. I'm curious if he'll go for maybe go for swords. Maybe you always go for swords in case of level 2 for the Asian. You can apply pressure.
I think they hurt you. Like Metro Roman could go the safe way, but his build, I know this build. He's going like 5 wineries. He did like a farm, but he's not doing it. Going double fisher. So I think we will see the fast level 3, we will see the swords, and we will see the double smith running early with all the fishes.
He did find a good mountain too. The call that he placed already was quite good, and he has another one next to it, and there's 2 irons very close. Did he save a hammer? Oh, he has plenty of hammers, but... You said it's for only 2 weaponsmiths, right? It's not 3.
Yeah, he's doing it with 2 weaponsmiths.
Okay.
He even added a gold smelter from time to time. But I don't think he needs to, right here.
And Blazing is scouting Senna right now. He entered from the north. He will soon see that there's the weaponsmith already ready. There's no farm for Senna. I'm curious if he will place it once he claims the land, because he doesn't really have suitable land for that just yet.
Yeah, the thing is, Senna needs to tower a lot more than Blazing Star because he lost the mountain to the Roman. And if he doesn't get south really quickly, he's stuck with like one coal mine that he has on the mountain he covered.
Yeah, it's true. And Blazing in the end did not go for the second rice farm. Instead, he's building the farm. And he's making bows in this case. Just to take a peek at Generalen, he's also going for swords. Has only 2 wineries. And shoveling 2
How do you know
farms.
he's going for swords? Did you check?
Yeah, you can in the observer UI, you can pick a player and then you sort of see wherever you have their UI. And Senna is making swords as well. Now I'm curious if that's something that happened because they got, because Senna got outpowered, or maybe that was something that they planned in this position. I think in this position the Asians have to go for level 2 swords first.
No.
It's just too good. You can defend with it and you can apply pressure with it.
I agree, and I'm not really deep into it, but I think you did some maths, right? That level 2 swords are also the best way to defend any kind of rushes.
Yep. Especially with the samurai sword. It's a great spell in defense and in offense.
Yeah, but the thing is, so far... Oh, actually Senna is going for 2 big temples. I'm not seeing it at Blazing Star yet.
I think Blazing
Okay,
lost the spy at Senna. No, it's just there.
Yeah, but Senna's just now losing 2 or 3 soldiers to a blue spear. And I think every soldier is really valuable. You cannot lose them like that.
I mean, okay, I see it in the forest. Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious, like, who's fighting there?
Yeah, like one died already, and like the spear is about to kill another soldier, and I think there's another sword into it as well. So yeah, like losing 3 soldiers early for nothing is just, yeah.
And Senna is recruiting level 1. I think that's a misclick.
I'm not sure it is. I think he's really scared. I saw like 3, 4, 5 white ghosts popping at Metro Boomin, which I think all were scouts. He saw the swords, and I think he's like...
Yeah, but Metro isn't even close to level 2. Obviously, Senna probably doesn't know about this, but...
We see a backup tower being built by Metro Boomin in the back, so maybe he's scared as well. But yeah, the mines are really good. He finished it too early, Fisherman. It's like the classic.
Also, Blazing switched for swords as well, and realized that's what Senna is doing. I'm not sure if he... Oh, he has a spy at General as well. Great scouting there for all players. They basically see everything. But he also knows that General doesn't have the barracks ready, it's not even close. And Generalen going for the big temple in order to reach fast level 2. I'm curious, yeah, if it's going to just be a push or do they want to actually kill them? There's a farm for Senna and Generalen shoveled 3 already. So maybe they don't count on killing, flat out killing their opponents, but...
I think they are just done if they don't achieve anything. Generalen win with 3 wineries against 5, so he has like a lot, like a very big delay at level 3 and very big delayed converts. Which can be heavily abused if scouted.
No, it's true. I don't think Blazing scouted it though. His spy is idling by the weaponsmith and the wineries are a bit farther in the south. Yeah, so the next 10 to 15 minutes will be very hectic, I would say. Anything can happen, even though Blazing and Metro are slightly ahead. They still can die. I mean, that Blazing has a lot of towers to defend, and if he loses any of them, it's a huge damage done. And Senna is very close to reaching level 2.
Mm. Yeah, but he recruited level 1 swords. His iron mine might be just in time to keep the production running, because his iron smelter's out of iron now.
And I think also Blazing knows... Oh no, he does know that Senna is about to hit level 2. There's a spy south as well, by the lake. Damn, great scouting by Blazing.
I think we're at a point. Yeah, generalen adding the second weapon industry. At this point they're committed, I think.
And but
Also,
this one is stuck.
They seem to not care. Maybe they can, like, maybe they don't care, but you see generalen is going into the hole of the mountain, while Metro Boomin didn't. So, maybe they decide to hold because generalen gets a big mountain advantage now.
Yeah, maybe. And Senna is going there as well. But I don't think it will be inconsequential. I think the game will be resolved by then.
Yes. I mean, there's enough coal mines for both the Asians to sustain a long time, because they didn't need that much iron, and I think both Romans, even if they don't get the middle, have enough mountain to, like, satisfy the needs of resources.
That's true. I'm a bit worried for Blazing. Oh no, okay, he's building a second large temple, so he will have level 2 quite soon, and he's also recruiting level 1 swords that he's already making, but he will be under a lot of pressure once generalen reaches level 2, which is, I mean, still quite some time. He's only now built the barracks, so the whole time his weaponsmith was idling, not working.
I love what we're seeing. At least we're not stuck with a 3-hour macro game. God help me.
It can always turn into that. Okay, Senna recruits level 2. Let's see where he goes with it. Blazing lost a few spies, so he won't be able to... he has one by the barracks very close, but...
Metro just crushed his shoveled farm to place another weaponsmith, and I think that basically seals it. We're not seeing a long game.
Mm-hmm.
And if we see one, it's gonna be a really poor one, because no one has anything.
Blazing is gearing for the defense in the north, sending some additional pioneers. He has a priest there as well, so he can always call Metro if needed, but it's also risky, because if he calls Metro and then Senna goes another way, Metro will most likely die. Although he has a safety tower in the back, but...
Like, also, if we're talking about the little things, I have no idea. Even in the sense that level, like, swords are better at defending, that no one has replaced the swords and towers with spears yet. Like, actually no one.
Did you see if either Blazing or Senna transferred the priests to their allies? I don't think so, right?
Blazing for sure didn't, and I don't think Senna did. No, we can see both of Senna's priests at his land. One at his starting tower and one at the mountain next to Metro.
Mm-hmm. The same for Blazing. There's one, but I don't see another. Oh, it's just now on its way across the map in the south. He should be able to reach there, to get there. Although there's, I think, generalen's spy just spotted it. Yeah, and generalen is going to intercept it. There's no soldiers covering the priest, so it might actually die. Generalen did build the farms. He has the second weaponsmith, but it's not working yet. He now finished the farms, the 2, and he's going for the 3rd one. He also has the 4 wineries now. It's obviously much later than Metro, but his level 3 will be later, but not like extremely late. Maybe around like 47-minute mark.
Also, his mines are really good. Like his iron mine can like has enough iron to let 2 iron smelters produce, and he's going for a 3rd coal mine, so they will be fine. While Metro is stuck on 2 coal mines for now.
Yeah, he has one placed on the left-hand side. He's not building it just yet. Metro is quite all in right now. He finished 4 temples and 1 big one. He has no farm whatsoever. He should add another temple, right?
Yeah. But watch his like stored fish. He has like 24 fishes already.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's sending it exclusively to Iron at this point, but they're trying to intercept the pioneers and the priest from blazing. It looks like it will die. Maybe some of the pioneers will make it, but not the priest, unfortunately. I'm curious how far off from Convert. Okay, it's actually quite far. Metro is... Oh, he did add, sorry, he has 5 small temples. I'm blind. So he should be pumping the mana quite rapid right now. He will have the Convert first. And the border that Senna has to defend is quite awful. There's 2 crucial towers on the right, and then 3 on the left. They can apply a lot of pressure there.
Yeah, but so far he can just easily crush the north side because he lost the mountain anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Rushing his big temples now after a 2nd set of priests from his 1st temple. So I'm guessing he wants 1 priest at each border and 1 priest to send to generalen, and now he's happy with it. But like next to the iron mine, I don't know why Blazing Metro isn't taking the coal there. It seems really good. It's close to the mountain. It's really easy achievable. Obtainable, I mean. But yeah. I guess he also stored some coal, so he's fine for some time, but...
His 2nd weaponsmith is quite late, I would say, for this build.
I must also say, I'm not sure if you can say he's late. I mean, he's using all the resources he has in terms of wood and stone. He needed to go for 5 small temples and a small temple to get his priest. And when the resources offer you to go for that late smith because you need other buildings first, it's just like that, I think.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go for 5 wineries at this point. I think it's better to go for 4 and build 5 small temples, and you can support it quite easily if you build it properly, obviously. Because when you take a look at Metro's small temples, they are quite like filled with 6 wine bottles. So you can...
Yes, but on the other hand, if you watch Generalen's build, like right now, you can see it's only having 2 small temples that are running. He's only adding the 3rd and the 4th right now. So the level 3 of Metro will be like 4 or 5 minutes earlier, so will be his convert.
Yeah, that's true. Metro
I think it's an investment.
Metro plays the gold mine right now. I wonder if they will be making gold bars or will stick with the gold ore.
He also did a gift. He got 6 gold bars, 2 scythes, which won't do anything for him, and 2 swords. So overall a pretty good gift, I would say.
But he has to expand right now because he doesn't have a place to build the farms, which he has to transition at some point, I think.
I think he's about to do it. Like, he's going for 3 medium houses in a row, maybe 4 even. Not sure if he finished one. Like, he's building 2 now, and finished one up there. He's going for another one at the top. Going for a lot of pioneers, and then start to add the food industry.
General going for some more farms. He's shoveled 5 right now.
Also shoveling toolsmith. Well, yeah, while it's calm right now, I think with the push of Metro Boomin, I think Senna will just die. He's adding a second weaponsmith now, which will not be running anytime soon, I think, because he went for a very late distillery as well, as Blazing did. He did not go for a second rice farm. Okay, he does, but it's not finished. So yeah, overall, I think Senna's just too behind there. There will not be a lot of stuff running.
That's true. We'll see how the attack goes. They can always fuck it up.
Yeah. Like generalen surely needs his priest at Senna, and even then he only has one convert against the two of Metro. So if we see the timing hit, I think Senna will be done.
They still have a few minutes to figure out maybe some counter-attack there by generalen onto Blazing. Maybe if he puts enough pressure. Then maybe Blazing will have to call soldiers or something to save himself, but yeah, he can also crush the towers and then try to rebuild them. He obviously would lose mines, but if Senna dies during this time, it's a worth trade.
So we're not seeing the gold smelter, but we see a third weaponsmith from Metro. Another set of barracks, so yeah, this looks like a dedicated push.
But he did not save the hammer, so it's you'll have to crush the third weaponsmith if he wants to build a toolsmith.
Bro, you're right.
Yeah, but he did manage to. Oh, there is a gold smelter. He did manage to get through the difficult part, the risky part of the build, which is like the beginning where you invest into a lot of wineries and you sort of have your weapon production quite delayed. He managed to get through that, and now he's on his way to hitting the very quick level 3 and making the push. The mines are great. The coal mines are like 80, 70, so 65%. The iron mine not so great. One is like 40 and another one is 75. But it's more than enough to run the two weaponsmiths that he has.
He went for another gift, 2 more gold bars, 2 more scythes, 2 iron bars. Man can build a lot of farms without a toolsmith.
Yeah. That's 6 scythes at this point. He doesn't need that toolsmith at all, actually.
I think an option he has, which he didn't go for, like if we're really pushing for an all-in, he could just leave the farms out and go for like 2 or 3 more big temples to really boost his mana again.
Yeah, then the push would be super quick, right? It would be like before
yeah, I mean,
minute.
it's also more dangerous, like you're completely dead after if it doesn't work, but... I mean... At some point you gotta commit.
Yeah, but if he succeeded, he could take a lot of resources from Senna. Maybe he still like would leave at least a few breads and some of the meat.
Let me double check. Oh my god. So Senna went for 2 weaponsmiths, but fucked up his hammers. Which means before going for additional smiths now, he has to do the toolsmith. And this is a really expensive mistake.
Do you think they're aware of just how much ahead with level 3 and what weapons Metro is making? I saw a lot of spies dying, but it was like on the south border of Metro. I don't think they've ever reached the weapon stash that he has.
No, like no shot.
There's a sword now
Senna's
coming in.
double smith will be running. I'm not sure if he just adjusted the iron smelter co. No. So I think Senna did a lot of mistakes. He used all the hammers, so he can't go for a 3rd or 4th weaponsmith without doing the toolsmith. He just transformed stone to iron without having it like fully adjusted, like it wasn't 40 bars, it was like 30 I think. So missing 10 there. And he also didn't adjust his coal. So he's running a double iron smelter, which at the moment still get more coal than the weaponsmith. He didn't adjust the coal like delivery. Or maybe stop one iron smelter. So a lot of his coal will be stuck at the iron smelter.
I have it on default to make it like evenly distributed between the weaponsmith and iron smelter.
Yeah, but I think if you reach this point, you should just stop one smelter and like drain down the coal so it doesn't get so much coal. Because you obviously got the iron bars and the iron smelter doesn't need any resources at all.
Yeah, but he has plenty of coal, so it shouldn't be too bad. Looks like Metro is making a move before hitting level 3. Senna did spot the weapon stash from Metro, because there's a sword that just walked past. And looks like there's an attack going down from generalen. They're trying to force Metro to recruit level 2 swords instead of level 3. Let's see how much damage.
Also see an early convert because they don't have any answer to the bows.
Did he convert? Did Metro convert?
No, not yet, but I think generalen will just go like back and forth with his bows and they only have swords, so they're stuck basically. And they gotta commit some bows. Oh, I think Blazing has some bows, so...
What's interesting enough is that Metro is behind in mana, because generalen has a convert already and Metro does not. So I guess the heavily presence, that's because of it, right? The general is making a push and it's quite dangerous because of how many bows he has. And bows are very good against swords, especially in such numbers. So it's going to be very tough for Blazing to defend without losing much. Now Metro did recruit some level 2s and he's making a move on Senna now. It's a big hectic. Senna already emptied the tower. And Senna is also pushing. Senna is also pushing in the north. He casted the samurai sword and that tower is going to fall most likely.
Yeah. Now Metro's going also for the push.
He's going in with pioneers, so he will be able to destroy Senna's barracks, but at the same time Blazing is losing a lot of land and a lot of building.
He's also stuck in the south, and the south is overrun too.
Yep.
I think Metro stored a lot, too many weapons. And he's going for the level 2s now. Also, Metro is far ahead in mana. He just did a double gift trade.
Now Senna is losing everywhere, as you said, north and south. He has no more army at this point. There's a few bowmen in the north, and now Metro needs to kill Senna, basically. And his army is still being recruited, so it's not going to be there in time, I think. He's occupying the barracks, so there's no more production for Senna.
Also level 3 timing. I mean, minute 36 level 3, that's really impressive.
Yeah, that's very good, yeah.
But yeah, it's just some like little extra minutes they were missing. Because I don't think he can win a fight against Generalen's army. No.
There's another call by Blazing. He called some of the soldiers, and it looks like General is retreating. Now the question is whether Metro will be able to kill Senna with the soldiers.
I'm not sure why Metro isn't fighting in this pioneered land. It's like such big advantage he's giving up now.
Metro has no more mana, so he used the convert somewhere. I'm not really sure where. In the south, right? Against
yeah, he converted like some bows in the south.
Mm-hmm. And his second one is very far away, so I guess he must have casted something more than just 2 heavenly presence or 3. And unfortunately, Metro wasn't able to destroy Senna's barracks, so Senna suffered no damage whatsoever in terms of economy. And Blazing lost, well, there's still some production, but he has no barracks, so he lost the barracks. So it's just a matter of time before generalen will finish him off. However long Metro is waiting, it has to, like, he cannot wait any longer, because they're falling more and more behind. He cannot wait for the barracks to be rebuilt.
He's pulling 30 more pioneers, moving his priest to his heavenly gift spot. He will do another heavenly gift, hope for some gold, I think. But yeah, I think then we will see the go. The final push, because Blazing Star is like done.
He reached 50%, so I think that's the level for another damage for level 3 swords. So that's good for him.
I think he did just now, because his gift gave him another 4 gold bars.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Generalen's production is quite dead at this point. He has a lot of farms and everything, but his weaponsmiths are not running. So maybe he won't be able to overrun Blazing that fast. And let's see if Metro succeeds with the attack. He has a insane army advantage. That's 75 swords against 50 of Senna, and we have to remember that half of the Metro swords are level 3 ones. And he's making a push right now. And looks like Senna will defend that tower. Do you agree with that? Maybe he should give it up and go back? Call...
Yeah, he emptied it.
Okay, he did.
Which is the right call.
Yep. And he called general soldiers.
Oh.
That's going to be a tough one. He's winning the south fight, I think, but the north one, he lost a lot of the swords there. He doesn't have any more mana, so there won't be a defensive samurai sword. And now once the swords from Senna die, the Metro's booming soldiers will have a free reign on generalen's bows. They should kill them easily, especially in such numbers. But Metro is losing a lot of pioneers too, but he has only 30 swords left and they're all injured. And it looks like he's retreating, which is not a good sign.
This is definitely not a good sign. I think that's basically it.
Yep. That was his opening. He has no healer, anything anywhere close. And his production also died at this point.
Like, I'm not sure if it was a lucky timing, but it was like a golden timing, where they engaged Blazing in the south. It forced Metro to recruit a lot of level 2, which weakened his push. It forced him to use a convert at Blazing, which didn't achieve like anything except holding the south. Senna did a really good push at the top, crushed the whole wood production. And at this point, Senna got 2 smiths running, like 3 smiths soon, with double bakery, and yeah, Blazing Star is just fucked.
Yeah, it was because they scouted. They were trying to scout what was Metro doing for like majority of the game, and once they scouted it at the very last moment, and they made a move immediately after.
Did they actually scout it? Like,
Yes,
I'm still not sure.
Yeah,
okay.
There was a sword from Senna. He marched across, and he spotted the barracks with the swords next to it. And the same, and after that they make the attack. So Blazing.
Point? Yeah.
So Blazing did rebuild the barracks, and he has still 2 weaponsmiths running. He has the bakeries, luckily, and the fisher as well. So maybe they'll try to make a move on generalen now. I wonder if he has a second convert on the way. I mean, it's still a few minutes away. Maybe they can make a move on him. Although he has the safety tower in the bag, I think he should be able to defend. Because Blazing does have the coal or a samurai sword. I think that's their last chance.
Yeah, I agree. Metro for sure can't kill Senna anymore.
Yeah, all of his swords are very, very injured. Maybe that he has quite a bit of them, but he needs to heal them.
Yeah, he's doing a healer, but he's just out of resources.
Yep.
And even if we wait now, he has a lot of scythes, but only 3 farms, and Generalen will outdo him by a lot.
Generalen's production is resuming right now. So the window that they have is... the tiny window that they have is closing right now. And once the generalen gets the convert, it's lights out.
Yeah, also Senna will just keep towering in the north, because he's using the land anyway, and Blazing will lose the water, the rice farm, the farm. I think, like you said, if they don't make a move like Call and Samurai Sword now, they will be overrun in the long term.
Wherever Blazing has, he cannot build anything more because he lost all the wood production. There's only 1 sawmill running. He did build another one, but there's just no logs to support it. Now, Blazing knows where Generalen's last tower is. So if they want to make some sneaky play, they can, but they're not in the position right now. And I'm afraid Metro will just wait for the healer and then make a move, which is going to be too late. He should also crush the gold mine. Use the fish to supply it to and supply them to coal mines.
Also, Senna finally realized he can just stop the coal to the iron smelter completely. So his three smiths can keep running, and he's like alive. And then, yeah. I think this is a done deal, I'm calling it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see it, unless they make some miracles happen. Also, Senna soldiers are very healthy, I just realized. At this point, they're just adding more and more production, more farms for Senna. General is adding weaponsmiths because he has already 5 farms running.
Like you said, they're in a better position already. General will just keep pulling ahead, so will Senna, because like Blazing, he just has nothing. He's running Asians on one sawmill. Like, what is he gonna do? He will lose his water now.
Maybe what else they could do, what I would maybe try to do, move all the soldiers that he has at Blazing and just attack Senna at his weapons production. Call it or just walk on foot. And maybe they could, you know, overrun him there, destroy the production, and then Metro would gain some resources and they could, I don't know, keep fighting 1v1 him against generalen. Just some crazy plays, but they have to resort to that, I think.
Yeah, but they have like a very big natural border in form of the mountain. So as you're seeing, Senna is not having his production covered at all. I think what he did, like emptying the towers and just seeing how the fight goes, was exactly the right move. So if it goes bad, he can just crush the tower, doesn't lose any buildings, because there's just not enough pioneers to take the buildings anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think if Metro will attack, Senna will just do the same. Or like he's doing now, he's just building a tower fortress, which makes it even harder to attack. I think it's a lame way. I really hate it, even on big randoms. But yeah.
I mean, it's good now. It's working perfectly. Now Metro would have the tower of his own, so he would be able to crush some of the buildings, but it's just not enough. Metro could also go to pioneer the mines from Senna that it's completely unprotected. Also, Blazing does his mana production is still running, so he now he can call and make a samurai sword, or he can turn stone into iron. Maybe he will do that and just, you know, keep producing as much as he can. It won't be as much as Senna, but it won't be too bad, because Senna has only 3 weaponsmiths, and Blazing would have 2. The thing is, Metro is falling behind compared to generalen. I think it's the biggest deal. The only advantage that they had was the mana production, and it's now all gone. Metro is healing his troops. He does have a convert, but so does generalen. Also,
Another cool thing to see is Senna's new farm using the old field of Blazing Star.
Oh,
so
good.
Just instantly getting the grain.
Yeah, that's very good. Also, another advantage that Metro and Blazing have is the gold, because they have 50% combat power. So I guess their attack are slightly better. Now Metro is sending in spies to Senna. He sees the tower bunker, and he's not happy about it, I'm sure.
Yeah. At this point, the only border they can do something at is Blazing Star's border, but it's a big investment and I don't think they will go for it. I'm not even sure if they even see it. I think they think that general is just too ahead, And even if Metro just goes at Senna, like Senna does one call, the whole push is just done.
Yep.
Blazing Star's left to suffer. He can't even finish his tower right now. So even his Fisher's Rice Farm and the last Grain Farm will crush.
He can't finish any houses either, so his weapon, it doesn't matter how many weapons he produces, he can't recruit them. The Metro switched to bows, he has level 3 on them. But he doesn't have too many archers, only a handful. His production is still idling. No iron.
Yeah, not the end. I think going for bows actually limits their comeback abilities even more. Like, what are they gonna achieve with bows?
I'm not sure. I think there is a correct decision in this situation. They're just too far behind.
Yeah.
Blazing cannot contest that tower. And also, funnily enough, Metro cannot either, because if Metro takes it, then the buildings are destroyed anyway. Oh, he did finish a tower of his own, so I guess he will be faster and he will secure them. Nice. No, but the farm still got destroyed. I'm like... Yeah, so the right border of Senna is unpenetrable at this point. Too many towers. The only move that Metro could make there is to attack the mines in the south with pyros and whatnot.
I think it's a downward spiral anyway, because if he goes for a lot of pioneers now and building houses, and it doesn't achieve anything, maybe crush one mine, it puts him even further behind, because he could have invested that into more farms.
Yeah.
As well, so yeah.
Also, I find it lucky that Senna did not lose the barracks initially when Metro was pushing. I think it was like, it's too close to either the house on the right or the farm on the bottom. And the pioneers couldn't surround it, and that's why it didn't get crushed. Because if he lost those barracks, I think the game would have looked differently.
Yeah, that also means a game-losing mistake could have been Metro going out of the land completely. Because he had like a big spot pioneer with his pioneers, and he could just stay in that with his swords and win the battle.
Yeah.
But he went back entirely and completely gave up the ground he won.
Yeah, maybe he thought that Senna has another samurai sword, or that his soldiers are too injured to fight. I'm not sure. Naturally, now adding the toolsmith. I mean, he didn't need it earlier. He had plenty of sites, and there's no need for him to build another mines if he doesn't have food for them. And he's also making spears now, interestingly enough.
I mean, it's their only chance. He should have went for spear straight ahead. Like, they either commit to another push and try it, but both is just the wrong choice. I think they're going for a play now. Blazing Star's rallying the troops, giving up the tower in the north. Maybe they're going... Yep, they're doing a double call. Maybe double call? No, one call. No, double call. And they're going for it.
As a last ditch resort, and Metro does have a convert.
Yeah, but really cool, they saw like their play option that you called. I didn't think they would see it, or actually believe in them, but yeah, it's their only chance to achieve anything.
No, I
They can
think they
crit
should
senna and
split
they
the
would-
gold a bit differently. I think. Oh, I'm not sure. No, probably it's fine.
I think they shouldn't split their gold at all. I
But
think
there's
Blazing should just sacrifice his bows in, let them
Yeah,
tank, soak up the damage, and then
there's a counter attack from General at the same time he's pushing the right toward tower. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's still an all-in for Blazing and Metro. There's a call from Senna, and there's a counter convert from.
yeah.
From
But wouldn't you
General.
say that's a really bad counter convert? Why wouldn't you convert the swords?
I'm not sure. I don't think it matters at this point. I think they saw it as well.
Like it doesn't. But
Maybe they were more healthy, the bows. That's why. Because the swords were in the fight for quite some time already. They were, the archers were shooting at them, and I think they were injured. Yeah, but it's a done deal. GG. Nice try though for Blazing and Metro. Seeing this was the only avenue for attack.
yeah, I mean now Metro is doing exactly what you're saying. He's going for the mines with pioneers, but yeah,
It's a bit
it's just
late.
not enough. Yeah.
I mean, you cannot blame him. Obviously, it's very difficult to spot such things when you're under pressure and when you're behind in a game like this. Blazing doesn't have an easy life in this game. He's getting sniped left and right.
But I think it's really bad luck that the game went this way. It was really the 3 or 4 minute window they attacked into, whereas Metro was about to hit level 3. And I don't think they can correctly predict against 5 binaries, like no one's doing it ever, when the level 3 timing is, and they just found the perfect opportunity to attack. And forced bad recruitment and a bad convert from Metro at Blazing.
Also, little small things. Maybe Metro had the barracks too far away, although that allowed him to hide it for so long too. So that's also another thing. But I still think it would be better to go for 4 wineries and just do 5 small temples. He would achieve more or less the same result, because the more wineries you add, the less value they give you, right? Because the difference between 3 and 4 is way bigger than between 5th and 5th winery.
But if you're going for the additional boost to the mana, I think it really matters. Like a 2-minute earlier level 3, and a 2-minute earlier second convert. In this case, even more than 2 minutes, because Generalen was playing on 2 temples for a long time. It's exactly the timing window you need sometimes.
Yeah, but if you make the math, you would still get the same timing for the convert and everything with 4 wineries. Because if you watch the replay, Metro had built the small temples too late because he didn't have resources, because he invested in a winery, and that's why he had plenty of wine in the temples. They were kind of overflowing. So I think you can sort of optimize that build and go for four wineries.
I think his wineries weren't too stacked for a too long time, and I never achieved minute 36 level 3 ever with 4 wineries. It's minute 40 at max for me.
You could do it 38, I think. Maybe not 36, but 38, sure. Alright, they're just finishing them off.
Yeah, I think it's just a gamble that didn't pay off in this case.
And nice scouting there by Zana and General as well. They scouted it at the last second, I would say. If they waited for 2 more minutes, they would have died. Nice decision there by them to push and Blazing.
Yeah. I'm also not sure why Generalen's push was so dominant. Because he was playing 1 weaponsmith at that point.
Yeah, he had a lot of weapons, didn't he? I'm not sure either. Maybe because the weapons fill was early, because he did go for 2 wineries, right? He didn't build a farm, he built the weaponsmith right off the bat. Whereas Metro, he built all the wineries and stuff. That's probably why General had so many soldiers early on. And also the unit composition. General having a lot of bows is basically countering the swords that Blazing had. Blazing also had to split them across 2 borders, and he didn't manage to defend either.
Senna's not letting Metro crush. He's not having it. He wants him to suffer. Admit defeat.
I mean, Metro forcing it on himself. I think he converted it. The swords that he has are converted from Zen, I think. Okay, he crushed. GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
He did? Okay. Okay, cool. Very cool game.
I think it's very surprising. Like, obviously, all the players are so good right now that every game can have, like, is not decided in the lobby. But I think Metro and Blazing were some kind of favorites for me from the teams left. And I still honestly think that Amashlev and Evolution, is it Evolution?
Yes.
I don't think they should have a chance in the finals. Like, all they did so far was pushes. Like, they're not bad players. But I don't think they have the depth they needed in their...
That's true. They're not of the caliber of Zen and generalen or Blazing Metro. That's true. But, you know, maybe if they get favorite spots again, we'll never know.
Yeah, it's unfair to say because obviously they crushed everyone so far. So why wouldn't they? But
I don't want to reveal anyone's secrets, but I think many people make the mistake of letting them having Egyptians, and Egyptians is sort of the most unpredictable lace that you can have. And if Evolution gets or Amashlev gets early gems, then it's very powerful to push.
Yeah, I mean, just force them. Maybe don't even give them agents for some weird samurai shit. But on a long play on Romans or Amazons, I think they're worse. Yeah,
definitely, I agree. Also, we have to keep in mind that Blazing and not Blazing, the Senna and Generalen, they have to kill them twice, whereas Evolution and Amashlev have to only win once in order to win the whole tournament, because Senna and Generalen are coming from the losers bracket. Alrighty, that would be it from us. I think I'm taking a look at the stats, but there isn't much to say, only that Metro and Blazing were making a bit of gold, so they should be... unfortunately, that wasn't enough to make a successful push on Senna. And in terms of soldiers, both Senna and Generalen were ahead of their counterparts. There's a lot of battles on the stats, but it's a lot of pioneers were dying in this game. I guess that would be it from us. Thank you, Exchange, for co-casting this with me.
Thank you for having me.
And bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.